Yeah. Old school players, the new school fools. The cats keep them jumping like kangaroos. Shout out to us. It's been a great Monday here at App Stupid Studios. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us because we are the most original and fastest growing sports and an entertainment channel on these YouTube streets. Opening up the show, we talked about Georgia, put some respect on my name. Kirby Smart, they opened up an Athens-sized ass whooping in Texas. Woo! Didn't see that coming. Miami, they beat the Bird Gang. Indiana and Kurt Signetti, they break Nebraska in half. And Tennessee beats up on Alabama. At this point, if I'm Alabama, I stay out of the state of Tennessee. Vandy whooped y'all ass. Tennessee whooped y'all ass. If y'all had Chattanooga on the schedule, they would have whooped y'all's ass too. So stay out of the state of Tennessee if you're from Alabama. Tennessee, shout out. I used to live in Nashville. Look, I'll give you the story time that's at another time. But we got some scandals. That's where we're going to close today. Rutgers. We got a scandal on our hands. Now, AD, Pat Hobbs, he was under investigation for an improper relationship with the Knights gymnastic coach upon his resignation. This is out of Football Scoop and Zach Barnett. You all know we're avid readers here. We really don't watch Sports Center or any ESPN. We don't cover any of the shit they cover. And thank God, because those people have gobbledygook for brains. And they've brainwashed millions and millions of meat riders and ass wipes who will come in my comments and argue with me. But when I'm right, they always seem not to show back up and apologize. I am Himothy. Anyway, when everything hit the fan and it was going to break in legacy media, Hobbs said, and I quote, "After meeting with my cardiac team this week and having just been appraised of the results of my latest round of testing, it's clear that I cannot continue to serve as athletic director given the requirements of the position," end quote. This dude faked a heart attack. No, he did. His old ass faked a heart attack. Come on, bro. You got caught. You faked a heart attack. Come on. This is insane. You never know. Maybe the husband, he got wind of it and he was like, "What? I'll be right up at the school for you, Rowdy." The alleged report that was released in NL.com reveals that Hobbs was under investigation for conducting a romantic relationship with a coach and staff at the time of his resignation. Now, usually when these things hit all at once, there is something else within the origin of the story that gives you a certain outcome. Just what was that factor? Give me a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Taco Bell. Taco Bell, Live Moss. If you have the app, you can try the Big Cheez-It, you can try the Cantina Chicken menu, online exclusives, and the Cravings menu as well. If you go into that online exclusive, there's the Veggie Builder Home Cravings box, along with the meal for two and many more. Taco Bell, Live Moss. Yeah, Taco Bell. Make sure you get your Taco Bell in, everybody. So when we got back into this and we wondered, hey, look, wait a minute. All of these reports, there has to be something that's at the nexus of this thing. And it's money. Dun, dun, dun. Ding, 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 ding. Now, Hobbs, he approached the university leadership about increasing his $1.1 million salary. Hobbs was told by vice chairman of Rutgers Board of Governors that he was under investigation for improper consensual relationships with a subordinate. Now, let that sink in for a second. Gotta pause that. These are two consenting adults. So this had more to do with money than what was going on in between the sheets. This guy wanted a raise, and then when he went to ask for a raise, the dude who controlled the purse strings was like, man, look, bro, you under investigation. You don't get your ass out this office. You're around here getting it in with everybody up here on the staff. Come on, dog. Back up. Since June. Wow, this thing has been going on since June. Hobbs wanted more money, and the Scarlet Knights didn't have it to give, so they just held on to this power chip to dodge paying him and also removing him. Yeah. They held on to this chip, saying, okay, well, when he comes asking for more money, we know that you've been around here getting it in with the volleyball coach, and we're not going to pay you. Matter of fact, we might fire you. Now, how long was this going on? Because all the way the article reads, this was going back to June, but they could have been in relations prior to this investigation. That's me right there, because John Bryce is, and trust me, Zachary Barnett and John Bryce, they are some of the chief people from the Football Scoop I read all the time. I read their articles. But Zach Barnett's a gifted writer. But when I kind of put two and two together, they may have been messing around before she even got to Rutgers. And that's not out of the realm of possibility, because nobody starts a sexual relationship with someone in 4 years. There had to be some familiarity going into that. You know, there had to be something else that was going to go ahead and make that a more palpable relationship. Again, I don't know. I'm just spinning my wheels, but that's people. That's how those things start. Give me a quick rap album, then we'll be back. This is Big Vern. It's your boy Big Vern. You know what we do. New Currency and DJ Fresh, the Encore, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites are Encore, The Intro, Never Give Her Back, The Vapors, and If I Ever Take You Home. Many more hits. New Currency and DJ Fresh in stores now. Shout out to Currency and DJ Fresh, Encore. Make sure you go get the album. It's a good one. But back to this whole money and scandal situation, how these two could have been messing around before she got to Rutgers. In 2018, he hired her away from Temple. Now, this is Yumi Salim Beasley. She's a nice looking woman. She is a nice looking woman. She was the head coach. Now, there's usually when you have two consenting adults, there's nothing really to see there. And even though the university frowns on it, it's really not illegal. So what would make this rise to the level of suspicion? What would do that, Vernon? Damn, that's right. Money. Yeah, money. Hobbs paid Salim Beasley a crazy stupid amount of money for piss poor performances annually. Her salary started at $95,000 in 2019, but now it's at $165,000, and it's set to top out at $195,000 in 2028, making her the third highest paid coach in the Big Ten and nearly $25,000 above reigning Big Ten champion Mike Rowe of Michigan State. Money. He hired his boo thing. And you can see where there's an improper balance of power. I'm not saying Mike Hobbs is the facilitator or he's used his power negatively to get a favorable result that favored him. I'm not saying that. I don't know these people. But if you tell me she's making more money in her field over the reigning and defending champion in her sport. We gotta go ahead and get a rock eyebrow. It's raised at that. That's why I said this could have been going on long before she was hired at Rutgers. So before we go off the reservation about how much money she was making, just what was her record in the Big Ten? Because usually if you have the winning pedigree, you have the accolades, you got all the reasons to have that kind of ego. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What'd you say? What'd you say? Oh. She's currently 2 wins and 43 losses in the Big Ten. What the hell? Damn! In my Chris Tucker voice. Bitch, you only won 2 games since Wait a minute. I mean, bitch in a good way. You only won 2 games since 2019, and you making $195,000? Wow. You're going to have to turn into my Patreon for that. I got to go. Now, I'll get deep in the weeds for that one. Here, I'll get kicked off YouTube, or they'll go ahead and censor me. My God, you got 2 wins in 5 years. How she made it out of year 3 is a mystery to me, let alone made it to 5. All through that time, these two had public displays of affection, making others feel awkward. The gymnastic program wasn't squeaky clean. 8 current and former Rutgers gymnastics players, they spoke about bullying and favoritism within the program. Rutgers eventually hired a third-party firm to investigate the gymnastics program and ordered Hobbs to turn over all of his electronic devices. Bam! There is a paper trail. Oh my God. Again, I don't want to say it because that's speculation that can get you in trouble. Oh my God. In the position he was in, she's highly underperforming. Then there's a sexual relationship. This woman is married. And now it's consensual. Was she doing that to keep her job? Again, I don't want to cross that bridge, but it's reading like that. And then the university asked for the electronic devices. They got you all having public displays of affection. Oh, God. And after they collected all the devices, on the 14th, on the 16th, they were looking to go ahead and bring Hobbs in to go ahead and let's go over everything. But he resigned hours before the meeting on the 16th. So you got the phone on the 14th, and then you faked a heart attack to get out of everything. Oh my God, you left your boo thing there oh my goodness, this is bad. Again, what Rutgers has put forth and Zachary Barnett has reported on is really centered around money, because the university, they frown upon romantic relationships between co-workers. They lean on the imbalance of power, and it is an imbalance of power because he's the one who hired her. And the thing that's unclear is about the whole sexual relationship, because he's the athletic director. He signs off on her checks. He's hired her. This woman only won 2 games in 5 years. And so if you don't want to be fired, I can't say that. But you know what it's looking like. I'm not even implying it. I'm just reading what's reported. Oh my God. this wasn't illegal or forbidden. Nobody felt trapped. I can't say that. I don't know what her defense is going to be, because what you tell people in public and what you tell people in private, what has she told her husband in private? Because if this, like I said, he had to know. He had to know. As hard as it is to hear from a man who loves his wife, from a man who cherishes his wife, she is his everything. You have to hear your wife tell you those indiscretions, and you got to be man enough to sit there and fight back them tears, because y'all done build a life together. Y'all got kids, y'all got property, y'all got investments, y'all got grandbabies running around. It's hard to be a man sometimes, bro. And you got to stand there and listen to it. And all the times it's going to center on, if you gave this woman that you love, that you professed before God, you gave her your word, you was going to go ahead and be there for in good times and bad. Maybe there's a communication impasse. I don't know. I'm sounding like a marriage counselor right now, but God, hey, baby, you done won 2 games in 5 years. How are you getting paid? As your husband, how are you still employed? Well, that's the show. So thank you to everybody for subscribing, sharing, and liking the content. Enjoy your afternoon and your evening. And we will be back on Wednesday. This your boy, Big Vernon.